We've heard before, it's not what you know, but who you know. Joining me today to tell us all about building professional relationships and learning how to network is Phil Blair. If you have a personality of Brad Perry, it's a no-brainer, right?
We should all have a backup career. Brad's got his. Right. I mean, he's good to go. I'd go professional.
That is awesome.
I think so. And wardrobing, too.
Yes, you have to have the pants in order to do that. Networking, everybody knows about it. Everybody's heard about it. But if you're not there, if you haven't even begun, how do you start to network? What's the key?
Well, it's really ironic that a few days before Christmas, start with your Christmas list. You know, if you send Christmas cards, obviously people are important to you, their families you care about. Let them know you're deciding to make some changes, you know, in your Christmas letter even. Say, we're thinking about getting out of the so-and-so field, and anybody has any ideas in the San Diego, you know, that sort of thing. Just get the chatter out there. Okay. Now, there's two different ways. If you're working and you don't want your boss to know about it, then be much more subtle about it. But if you're out of work right now, tell the world.
Sure.
This is not the time to say, oh, I'm embarrassed, I don't have a job, and everybody will pity me. No, you tell the world.
You blow the bugles, right?
Because the tables could turn like that, and the people you're networking with could be coming to you saying, remember 6 months ago when we chatted? Yeah, now I'm in that situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so let go of that. Be very comfortable talking about you're ready to make a career change.
And if you already do have some form of networking, it's not a bad time to evaluate some of that list too, right?
It is. And before we move on, even if you're not searching, start your networking list and keep it active now when you don't need it.
Right.
Okay? So it's not, oh yeah, you call me, David, when you need help, but I never hear from you for 4 years. Don't do that. Wish people Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, stay in touch and start building your
list. Which leads us into the follow-up.
And the follow-up is I'm deciding to make a change, and here are the areas I'm interested in. You got to give me something to work with. Here's the areas I'm interested in, and here's the companies I'm very excited about. In fact, there's an opening at this one and this one that I'm excited about. Do you know anybody who knows anybody who, I mean, just keep going. You want to find somebody that knows somebody in that company, because if you can get somebody to take your resume and go, hey, I just met David, he seems like a sharp guy and be good for that finance job, your chances go up 7 times to get that job.
Wow. I like this word. Tell us what it means. Netiquette.
Well, that's the proper way to network, right? Not to be abusive, not to stalk people, give them a chance to get back to you. It's their option whether they do or not. Don't let them go cold for 5 years and then go, hi, I've been wondering about you, how you're doing, right? No, you forgot all about me till you needed me, sort of thing. And the reason to do this is 50% of jobs are never posted. So you're going to talk to someone who knows somebody, and they'll say, you know what, we've been looking for another salesperson, but we never wanted to post it because of the hassle of emails come in and resumes. Let me walk you down to our business owner, and because I think you could be right for this job. You would have never known about that opening, nor anybody else, if you hadn't networked and sort of brought it out.
You know, and everybody knows somebody that's, man, he just keeps getting the job. He gets this job, he gets this job, he keeps moving. But possibly, quite possibly, it's because he has done his homework when it comes to networking.
Very possibly. And if you will watch that person work a room very tactfully, very nicely, but they don't stand in the corner and wait for somebody to come to them. They introduce themselves. They say, oh, very nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you from my neighbor or my cousin or my something. They pay attention to who's going to be at the event and who they should talk to. And it's very appropriate. Everybody should do it. We should keep our networking lists very active. Many times we'll need them for references, and we've talked about that already, how important references are. So it's a very appropriate, and this time of year you're going to lots of things and lots of events that can be as simple as your daughter's soccer game. Parents are standing around bored because this is the 3rd game today, and just start a conversation, because typically it's very common for men and women these days to ask what you do for a living.
So don't miss your chance this time of year. It's a good
Don't miss any chance,
right?
Especially if you're in a job search. But have your radar out at all times, because as people say, well, I'm really happy what I'm doing. But could you be happier? Yes, I could. I could be earning more. I could get a promotion. So keep the radar out there to make sure you're maximizing your career at all times.
All right, Phil Blair, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
If you haven't